Now, I've recently vlogged and blogged about being vegan and having an eating disorder, and I think people shy away from talking about veganism and eating disorders because veganism, people like to say it's a lifestyle choice, which it is, and it's not the same as clean eating or other diets. It's not a diet, so to speak. But I think we have to be open and aware that people with eating disorders or people with mental health problems, like who are likely to develop eating disorders, have to be really careful about any diet change, no matter where the ethics are from. We have to be really careful because, like, when I was inside as an inpatient in the eating disorder unit, I tried to say that I was vegan, even though really deep down I wasn't. It wasn't the ethical side of things. I was just trying to reduce the food groups that I ate because it gave me some kind of control, and I thought that it gave me control of my life. And the reason they ban it in the eating disorder unit is because it is making sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. So they accepted that I was a lifelong vegetarian. I had proof that I was a veggie. Like, my parents backed me up, my doctors, everyone. They know that I've always been vegetarian. So it wasn't my eating disorder talking. Whereas the veganism, it was my eating disorder talking. I was trying to ban something out of my diet so I didn't have to face something. And the whole point of life on a unit is that you get to the point of normal as possible eating. So you'll eat all food groups. You don't have your no foods, because in your head you have your yes foods and your no foods, and you avoid all your no foods and you'll only eat your yes foods. Or if you do eat your no foods, you'll want to compensate through making yourself sick or exercising, and often because you restricted them, that causes what people know as binge eating and whatnot. So it's a really important thing that they do control in a unit with eating plans and whatnot. So I think we really shouldn't be afraid to talk about veganism and eating disorders, because it's like exercise. Yeah, everyone needs to exercise, but it's all in kind of proportion to what you should be exercising and the reasons behind why you're doing it. So for example, you have to prove why you're exercising when you're on a unit. So at first you're not allowed to exercise until they've evaluated you, and obviously if you're severely underweight you can't, because a lot of my friends were in wheelchairs because they were so severely underweight. So there's a lot of things in units which they challenge, even things like condiments, like your tomato sauce and your mustard and whatnot. Even though really it's extra calories you're adding to your meal, it's masking what food tastes like. So say if you're having a pizza and you're slobbering over mustard, you're not actually tasting that pizza, and it's part of coming over fears on a unit. So another thing would be they take you out shopping, so you learn how to shop normally, and you learn how to buy different food groups, because you develop these really intense fears about certain tastes, certain foods. So it's just about normalising them and making sure you're not compensating through drinking fizzy drinks or using condiments. And again, like I said earlier, with doing different diets, or even if it is a lifestyle like veganism.